Hey everyone, Chloe here, and welcome back to my channel and to the final video of 2019. And if you are new here, welcome. So, I wanted to close out 2019 by having a much needed conversation about the masculine habits and the masculine actions and the masculine mindset and ways of thinking that need to die for 2019 and forever. And as with all things, habits come from conditioning, and conditioning comes from your childhood and your family, and conditioning also comes from ignorance and a lack of awareness. And in most cases, particularly for Black women, conditioning comes from lots of miseducation and the toxic cultural conditioning that Black women have been engineered to embrace at their own detriment. So, here are 12 masculine mindsets, ways of thinking, masculine moves, and masculine maneuvering that need to die in 2019 and forever. Number 12, stop giving men money. Stop trying to buy love and affection, ladies. Men don't respect it, and it never gives you the results that you want with a man. And a man should never ever feel comfortable or be comfortable with asking a woman for money, and he most certainly should never feel comfortable begging for money or feeling entitled for you to buy him kicks or J's or for you to assist him in paying his bills. When a woman pays a man's bills, which happens more often than you think, as a woman, you are displaying to him that you are a desperate, low value woman, and you are giving him permission to basically finesse you. Men are not children, ladies, and when you are giving a man money, you are being his surrogate mother, and you are undermining him with your masculinity, and you are robbing him of the essential lessons that he will need in order to become an actualized man who fully embraces his masculinity and his manhood. So, ladies, allow men to learn how to be men on their own and without help. Number 11, stop using other women as a measuring stick. I've said this on my channel before, and I will say this again over and over and over. But women, especially when they lack self awareness and insight, are inclined to be competitive and comparative, and consequently very petty and catty and backbiting when it comes to competition from other women. And I will forever stand by this on my channel. But when it comes to men and the attention of men and resources from men, the cattiness and the fangs and the willingness to scratch out another woman's eyeballs becomes realer than real. All of a sudden, that kumbaya spirit, no matter the race or culture or hair texture or skin tone of a woman, gets chucked out of the nearest window. But a woman who has invested into becoming a high value woman or a feminine woman or a hypergamous woman or all three is less inclined to see other women as competition, and they are less inclined to use other women as a measuring stick. Usually, women who are worried about what other women are doing is because that woman is more than likely not doing the necessary work to elevate her own life. Number 10, stop chasing men. Ladies, it is very masculine to shoot your own shot, and it is very masculine to chase and pursue men. And ladies, if you want to position yourself as a high value woman, you've got to allow a man to chase you. So for 2019 going into 2020, stop sliding into a man's DMs, stop trying to shoot your shot, and stop thinking that being an aggressor with men is sexy, because it isn't. Number 9, stop judging yourself for what you didn't know. One thing I've noticed on this channel in the last 6 months is that women are so hard on themselves when it comes to what they didn't know. And I think it is very important for women to understand the essential life skill of learning how to forgive themselves. Too many women are too harsh in their self criticism, and too many women are too harsh and their self judgment, and too many women are so unforgiving towards themselves. If your mother or grandmother or family never taught you about the power of femininity, or how to vet men, or how to get a bag out of men, or how to finesse men. That doesn't give you license to shame yourself or to beat yourself up about it. And if you made a ton of relationship mistakes, but you were never taught, because you were never taught, then accept the fact that you do not have control over the past and that all that matters is the here and now. Number 8. Stop bragging to men about your accomplishments. Ladies, stop telling men about your career and stop telling men about your college degrees and flexing your accomplishments and trying to outmatch a man's hustle to impress men. I promise you, masculine men do not care. And the ones who are invested and interested and flattered by the amount of zeros behind your paycheck or your salary are the opportunistic men who are looking for a sponsor and a provider. Number 7, stop expecting life to be fair, and this will ruffle some feathers for some women to hear. But this is for my comparative police and my what about them equal police that love to stay stuck and complacent and stagnant, worrying about what other people are doing. These are the people, both men and women, who are more invested in finding a hiding place than they are willing to look into the mirror to spark change. So, ladies, and the ear hustlers who are listening, stop expecting life to be fair and equal and just. Do we want justice in life? Absolutely. But in life, and I want you to hear this, there is no equal or fair police. The idea that life is supposed to be kind and fair to you, and that life is supposed to just hand you what you want without effort, is in essence a mindset that sets you up to lose. Number 6, stop trying to turn your dusty into a king. It's never going to happen. A lot of women are in relationships with men with whom they have allowed to lowball them, and they are in relationships with men who have low ambition and men who have low drive, and overall, men who are deadbeats. And because they have invested their time and their energy and their magic box into their dusty, they want to return instead of learning the invaluable skill of knowing when and how to cut your losses. And when women do not know this essential life skill, their dusty usually ends up dragging them. So in 2020, ladies, and it's gonna hurt, but you are going to have to learn the invaluable and highly underrated skill of learning when to walk away. Because you cannot turn your dusty into a provider, and you cannot turn your dusty into a king, and you cannot beg your way into getting a dusty to spend more money on you. He doesn't have it. And only a woman with a masculine mindset will hold on to the notion that it is her job to fix, repair, and mend a broken man. Number 5, stop being flattered by compliments and breadcrumbs. Too many women are attention starved and love starved and are too easily duped and flattered by a man's words and compliments. Newsflash, ladies, word salad is how most broke men and manipulative and conniving men end up having their way with women because too many women are too thirsty, okay, for a man's validation and attention, and they set the bar really low for themselves. So stop allowing a man to have physical access to your magic space because of flattery and a compliment. Just because a man calls you pretty, or he says he likes your smile, or tells you the oldest trick in the book that you are a better woman, right, than his last girlfriend, does not mean that you should give him your preciousness and your wallet. Number 4, stop thinking that social media and reality TV is real life. It's not. Social media and reality TV is an entertainment business model. It's called show business, and without business, there is no show. And in my personal opinion, and many of you are not going to want to hear this, but a lot of these reality shows often portray Black women as combative, right? Combative aggressors. And combative women are considered masculine women. Number 3, and this is a huge one. Stop investing in your resentment, your bitterness, your hatred, and being a defeated woman. Instead of investing in your own demise by spreading negativity, invest in your looks and treating your body better. Learn how to start investing in your hopes and your dreams, basically. Everything else is a dead end, ladies. Number two, stop expecting men to think like women. Ladies, men do not think like women and they never will, and we don't want them to. Men are not wired to be like women. Men are not equal to us, and we are not equal to them. We both bring something strong and powerful, okay, and compelling to the table. Men are not pets to be domesticated or trained or controlled, and men are not interested, okay? They are not interested in being handled or put on a leash. Nor are men attracted to bossy, domineering women or women who are heavily invested in their masculinity. So stop being masculine and thinking that it is your job to be a controlling woman or to control a man. Your one and only hypergamous job, ladies, your feminine job, which is why you need to subscribe to this channel for 2020, is to groom and nurture your femininity to be an inspiration to masculine men. And number one, stop expecting your friends to be happy for your glow up. And this one is very important because a lot of women are highly triggered when other women do not support them. So, ladies, listen carefully. When a woman, okay, that will be you, decides to put herself on a feminine pedestal, she will create both enemies and frenemies because self elevation is triggering for those who are fearful of being left behind. And it simply, okay, and some of you may not agree with this, but it simply isn't human nature for people to support other people that outshine them. And this is a tough and, okay, bitter lesson to learn. But once a woman stops caring about what other women think and other people think, the sky is truly the limit. And here's a bonus: stop trying to rescue everyone. The only person that you are responsible, ladies, for rescuing and saving is yourself. Too many women, particularly black women, are trained and conditioned to put everyone else's needs before their own. And black women are the women, okay, the number one women who pay the heaviest and the steepest price of their conditioned self neglect. So stop neglecting yourself and stop muling and stop worrying about rescuing the dusty men and the dust bunnies of the community, and stop burning the candle at both ends of the stick, and stop investing in your own demise, and stop participating in your own cliche and the stereotypes that have been set up for black women to make black women look like masculine clowns. So that's all I have to say on this for now, and I said a mouthful. It's time to stop the masculine madness, ladies, and it's time to start making a return to your femininity, and it's time to start investing in your feminine education, and it's time to have 2020 vision when it comes to eliminating your self-sabotaging masculine habits that will compromise your future. And it's time to start weeding out the clowns and the losers, both male and female, and the dusty men who can't do anything for you but bring you and your life to a bitter dead end. So drop a comment below to share some other masculine things that women should leave behind for good in 2019. And stay tuned for more videos to come, right? For more videos in 2020 to come. And I will catch up with you guys in the next one.